What does it take to hold the line when the ocean turns violent? For one man, it was a lifetime of preparation, one decisive night, and a legacy that reshaped the harbor's safety. This is the story of a harbor master, an unsung hero whose foresight saved countless lives. If you're fascinated by the untold stories behind the headlines, stick around and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into incredible lives. Born by the sea, the salt was in his blood from his first breath. He wasn't born a hero, but a simple boy, utterly fascinated by the intricate dance of the ships in the harbor. His early years were spent on the docks, not just playing, but learning. He learned the subtle language of the waves, the ever-shifting moods of the sky, and the deep, ancient secrets of the tides. This wasn't a formal education. It was an apprenticeship with the ocean itself. He absorbed the rhythm of the port, the symphony of horns, the creak of mooring lines, the shouts of the longshoremen. The harbor was his classroom, and the sea his greatest teacher. He watched the seasoned sailors, their faces weathered like the hulls of their ships, and saw in their eyes a profound respect for the water's power. It was a respect he would carry with him for the rest of his life. He started his career at the bottom as a deckhand. His hands were often raw, his muscles ached, but his spirit was resilient, forged in the relentless coastal winds. Every knot he tied, every ship he helped guide to its berth, was a lesson in the unforgiving nature of the sea. He learned that the ocean gives no second chances, that preparation is not just a virtue, it's a necessity. He faced storms, both literal tempests that churned the waves into a chaotic frenzy, and personal storms that tested his own resolve. But his determination never wavered. He climbed the ranks, not through ambition alone, but through a deep, intuitive understanding of the complex ecosystem he worked within. His breakthrough came not in a single moment of glory, but in the quiet, dawning realization that the harbor was a living, breathing thing. It had a pulse, it had vulnerabilities, and he was its guardian. This understanding transformed him from a worker into a protector. The Great Storm of '98 was his ultimate test. Meteorologists called it a once-in-a-century event, a tempest of unprecedented fury that descended upon the harbor with terrifying speed. It threatened to smash the entire fleet to splinters, turning the safe haven into a graveyard of steel and timber. Panic began to ripple through the port. While others saw only chaos, a maelstrom of destruction, he saw something different. He saw a complex, dangerous ballet that needed a conductor. With the deafening roar of the wind and the percussive crash of the waves as his symphony, he began to conduct his masterpiece. From the windswept control tower, his calm, steady voice was a beacon in the storm. It cut through the static and the fear, a lifeline to the captains battling monstrous swells in the narrow channels. They trusted his every word, his every command, because they knew he saw the whole picture. It was a night of 1,000 close calls. A night where his foresight, his ability to see 3, 4, 5 moves ahead, was the only thing standing between survival and utter disaster. Throughout that long, terrifying night, he juggled dozens of vessels. A massive container ship losing engine power, a fishing trawler taking on water, a ferry packed with passengers tossed about like a toy. For each crisis, he had a solution. He orchestrated a delicate sequence of movements, telling one ship to hold position, another to make a daring turn, another to find shelter behind a breakwater. He knew every current, every shoal, every quirk of the harbor as if it were the back of his own hand. His mind worked like a supercomputer, processing wind speed, tidal flows, and vessel drafts, turning a cascade of terrifying variables into a coherent plan for survival. He was the harbor's brain, its central nervous system, and for 12 grueling hours he did not falter. He was more than a harbor master. He was managing one of the most complex maritime operations of his career. In the first light of dawn, the storm retreated, its fury spent, leaving behind a surreal calm. The harbor was safe. Miraculously, not a single life was lost, not a single ship was wrecked. The port was battered but unbroken. His actions that night became the stuff of legend among sailors, a testament to the power of one man's foresight and unwavering calm under unimaginable pressure. Legacy is not just in the memory of that night, or in the medals he quietly accepted. It's written into the very fabric of the port. The safety procedures he established, the training protocols he developed, the culture of preparedness he instilled, they protect sailors to this day. Generations of mariners now navigate the harbor with confidence, knowing it is one of the safest in the world because of him. His life teaches us a profound lesson that true heroism isn't always about grand public gestures. Often, it's about the quiet, steadfast dedication to protecting others, the relentless preparation for a moment that may never come, and the courage to stand firm when it does. What part of his incredible journey resonated with you the most? Was it his humble beginnings, his trial by fire in the storm, or the lasting legacy he built? Let us know in the comments. We read every one. And don't forget to subscribe for more documentary biographies that bring to light the stories of those who quietly shape our world. Thanks for watching.